can join.
Bindiya, we can start.
Okay. नमस्ते दोस्तों एंड वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू ऑल आवर लिसनर्स। आज का एपिसोड बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेशल है क्योंकि हमने ये स्पेशली उन्हीं इंटर्न्स और वॉलंटियर्स के लिए ऑर्गेनाइज किया है जो प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं। एंड वी वांट कि आप सभी को राइट गाइडेंस मिले ताकि आप अपने करियर के अगले स्टेप को कॉन्फिडेंटली ले सकें। और इसलिए आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं एक बहुत ही इंस्पायरिंग गेस्ट सतीश सर। सर का एक्सपीरियंस एंड मेंटरशिप स्टूडेंट्स के लिए प्राइसलेस है और आज वो अपने सफ़र के और अपने इंसाइट्स हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे। सर, thank you so much for joining us. It's really an honor to have you here. And as Shantanu sir said, we know that 45 minutes is too short to cover everything. So if you're available, we'd love to continue the discussion in part 2 later, maybe focusing on a specific topic. But for
Sure.
today, thank you. For today, let's begin with your journey first. So, before diving into the placement, could you share a little about your journey?
Sure thing. So thanks, Shantanu, thanks, Bindiya, and thanks, Hosla team for having me here today. So I am Satish Kolla, based out of Hyderabad, and I have total 19 plus years of experience. And me and Shantanu, we work together at Infosys while we are working together. So that's how I know Shantanu. So he is one of my very close friends. We used to discuss a lot of things together during the project implementation. Yes. So
Right. So we'll take a minute here, Satish. Thank you, Bindiya, for the start. And yes, I got to know about Satish. He was my first tech lead in the corporate world. It was Capital One, I think, right, Satish, the
Yes.
project client? Yeah. So it was a learning experience, great learning experience. Courtesy, I think, Satish. I learned a lot from Satish. He is a really great friend. Though he knows a lot, he will not let you feel down ever. So I think a lot of us juniors got groomed under you, Satish. A lot of us
Yes.
juniors, yes. So when I shared the poster, Sonal and couple of other people, they were quite, enthusiastic about we are still connected. So they were happy about it. So I am glad that this bunch of youngsters are getting to learn from you. So which I got a chance after a couple of years, they are getting to know now itself. So volunteers and interns who are here, this initiative and this session will be super special because Satish has a lot of things in him. He has a vast experience, enriching experience. Grab whatever you can. Yeah, thank you, Satish. I understand you have a quite busy and hectic schedule. Still, you gave us time. It shows your great heart. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Thank you. First of all, thanks for asking me about the session and having me. Of course, we all have different schedules, different expectations and perspectives. So let's see how we can get more benefit out of this session. Right. So to start with, I have 19 plus years of experience working with the different companies as a product company as well as service company. So I have different context, expectations, experience, and perspectives. And I myself started as Oracle India Private Limited in Hyderabad, where between my course completion and the job start, I have a huge gap. Gap in the sense at that time, we don't have campus placements. I don't have any network. I don't have any connections. I don't even know how to reach out to the companies. We don't how to even prepare for giving the interviews, how to apply. We don't have any of that information, any of that insights or pointers. Right? So that's where we used to literally go and drop our resumes at the office receptions, which never turned into a call. We know how things, right? Because they might be getting thousands of resumes, those thousands of profiles, and they might be having hardly one or two positions. So why do they need to even consider our profile? Why do they need to consider us as a candidate to interview? That should be the first focus any point of time. Right? So our background, our studies, our education, our experience might be entirely different to that of what the corporates expect for. How many of you agree with me? The course, the contents, the studies, the subjects we studied versus the actual job role might be entirely different. It might not be even 10% if you ask me, right? So that's where we need to start building the soft skills as well as the technical expertise to get ready, to get prepared for getting placed in any of the companies. Right? Yes, Srijita, you raise your hand.
No, actually, you were asking whether we agree to your point or not.
Okay, sure thing. Yes. So anytime if you feel you have any question, you want to add any pointers, please feel free to. It's like interactive
Yes,
session, not like one-way communication, right? So to start with, right? So focus on how you're preparing your resume, how you're presenting your resume, right? So that should be the starting point. Anytime, if for any of us, whether it is a internship, whether it is a fresher, whether it is even experienced associate, right? So like me, even if I have to prepare my resume, I need to start. The starting point itself is the resume preparation, because like let's suppose all of you submitted your resume to me, for example, right? So on what basis I will pick and choose the candidates for interview, right? That matters a lot as a first step. Once you get the interview, it is all up to our individual performance, how we answer, how we respond, how we react. But to get that step, first step is like how to get shortlisted for the interview. That should be the first point of discussion, the thought process. But I haven't thought about it, but during the discussion, like I thought like that should be one of the important aspect which we need to start thinking about or start preparing, focusing on, right? So many times what happens is like, see, as an experienced associate, me or Shantanu, we can showcase our experience, what are the projects, what are the work we did and everything. But as a fresher or if you're applying for an internship, you might not have enough experience to showcase, right? So still can prepare or you can project, you can highlight the key pointers. You might have worked on any college project, or you might have worked on any your final semester project or anything. What are the project level which you prepare, which you worked upon? Start highlighting those. Right? Start highlighting it in a outcome based manner. Just don't mention like worked on the project implementation, did the coding, did the implementation, analysis done. No theoretical statements. Highlight the outcome, the benefit, the value you brought in but for implementing the project. Let's suppose Swapnil, Srijita, and Sujal, three of you worked on a project, right? So you need to mention what is that your contribution to the project. Project is same, right? So like as Shantanu was telling, me and Shantanu, we both worked together for a one of the banking project, Capital One. Project is same, the client is same, but the work we did is same. No, it's entirely different, right? So the way what he worked, the scope of work is different to that of what I worked on it. So we need to highlight what is the work we did within the project, within the module. Along with that, we need to differentiate what's the value add we brought by we working on that project. Yes, Swapnil, you have a question?
Yes, sir, I do have a question.
Mhm.
At the time of I was working in the mental health, I have done that modularization of the code or asking handler, then custom error class, global error handler. Do I need to mention that one also? How by modularizing it can be scalable? So do I need to point that one also?
Might not be, but by doing that modularization, what is the benefit the users got? You need to mention that.
No, if I say that by modularizing, it's more easy to maintain the code base for the for another developer to develop and work on it. We can scale it more in terms of business perspective. Also, we can also say
Yes. So yes. So even I can mention the same. Right? It is easy to maintain the code, but how easy it is to maintain the code, or what is the benefit by we doing the modularization. Like maybe we can mention like a 20% effective maintainability of the code.
Oh, means I need to add the numbers, percentage.
Numbers, percentage. It could be percentage. It could be a metric, or it could be a dollar value. Of course, people like us, like experienced folks, we will mention dollar value, like $5 million saved by implementing this code
Means
optimization,
impact.
something like that.
Much more of
Exactly.
numeric in a way that we can weight the impact that I
Exactly.
need to show.
Yes. Right. So how otherwise, like see the code modularization, optimization, or anything anyone can mention. Right. So what is it you are doing? That contribution is bringing the differentiation factor. You got the point.
Yes, sir. Got.
I think one request I have for all of you, let's keep the questions at the end, because
Yes.
let's
I
hear
mean,
from
that
Satish.
is helping. That is helping the context, Shantanu. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we read
Sure,
it.
sure,
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Sure. So let me quickly share my resume just for your reference. You're able to see the resume.
Yes, sir, we can see.
See that 40% increase in employee engagement, 25% enhancement in leadership, 15% improvement in portfolio, 8% improvement in organizational strategy. Right, like that. If I go down, see, $5 million cost savings. So this is how like we get that. Yes, see, everyone who worked as a coach might have implemented the agile driven process optimization, lean portfolio execution, but by me, Satish, as a coach working on that implementation, I was able to showcase $5 million cost savings. Then the questions in the interview will come on that. What is that steps you did to bring in the cost savings? Right? What is it? How is it you focus on improving the customer satisfaction? So, Swapnil, to your question, like, what is the approaches you took to do the code modularization? You will get questions related to that,
Got it.
because that is what might be helpful from understanding how you actually implemented, whether you worked on it or not, or how you can bring value to the team or to the company once they hire you. Right? You are getting the point. I can say I will do the effective code modularization. Okay, so how, on what basis, or what is the thing? Right? Yes.
Sir, can
Go
I
ahead.
question?
Yes, please.
Sir, yeah, okay. With the help of percentage, we can do that, everything. So, there is another concept that we know as a little bit inputting some of the low level system design terms, like little bit low level designing, like that async handler, then Winston logger by logging all the custom logs. We can do mention like that, because with the help of mentioning that also we can, they might know that we have worked with it without.
That might become too much granular. Right? See, I worked on that $5 million cost savings. I worked on it for 3.5 years. Right? I can mention all the things in the resume itself, then resume itself will become a 20-30 page document. Right? So those questions, those pointers we need to bring in during the interview while answering the questions. How do you achieve that 20% of code modularization? Then you need to start saying, hey, by doing this low level code design, by doing this architecture changes, by implementing this, or by making use of these pointers. That is how I achieved the 20% of the code modularization. You need to add the pointers to justify what are the numbers, what are the statements we have mentioned in the resume during the interview. Right? And reason why I'm telling this is like the hiring managers might get hardly 3 to 5 seconds to go through the resume. Right? See, let's suppose this is the resume, right? They might just simply go through this. That's it. They might not even have time to go through each and every point in detail. They'll just simply go scroll through. Is there anything interesting? Is there anything catchy? Or do we need to even shortlist this profile for interview? Right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Shubham.
Sir, then which are the major aspects does a company sees looks in our resume?
Couple of things. The first thing is like, does this candidate's profile feels relevant, or is it like superficious? Is it fictional or is it realistic? Right. So the numbers or the statements which we are giving, it should be realistic. We can't say that I worked for a project, internship project 6 months, and I saved $10 million. No one will believe. No one will go with that. Right. So whatever is the timelines, whatever is the time frame, whatever is the projects we worked upon, or whatever is the value add, or what is the benefits we just need to highlight that. The second thing is like, especially for the freshers or internship, because we might not have many pointers, we need to clearly articulate how we want to showcase the benefit we can do, or what is our strength, what is our positive things, how we can. All of you might have worked on any internship project or any college project, right? So you need to focus, you need to highlight more on that perspective. And never mention that I did everything. No one will believe again, right? Because you know that everything is like a teamwork. Whether it is a college project or a company project, everything is like a teamwork, right? Even the hiring managers also is aware of that, right? No college password might be worked upon individual project all by themselves, because they know the ground reality, right? So you can mention that the team size is 10 or maybe 5, for example, and then what is your contribution within that, right? Does it answer your question, Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Right? Are you good till now? Yes. So let me go to the presentation. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So this is a small presentation. I haven't prepared any more slides as such. So this we can skip because we already started connecting. So yes, for any interview, 20% questions will be generic. Right? Generic questions is like, what's your strength? What's your weakness? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? Why do we need to hire you? All these things, typically, what is that you are aware about our company? What is it you have any questions about the role? These could be like any of us, if we go for an interview, these will be like generic questions for sure, right? 40% questions could be coming from the job description, right? So now, even for the internship or even for the college pass out freshers, go through the responsibilities, go through the pointers listed in the job description. And even if you're 70 to 80% of match, you can go ahead and apply. Right? There might not be 100% match for sure, but even if you're 70 to 80% of a match, you can go ahead and apply. But if the matching percentage is like only 20%, 30%, we might not even have a chance. So you can still apply, but there is high probability of not getting picked for the interview or for the discussion. And then the 40% questions will come from your resume, your projects, or what are the experience, what are the pointers we listed. Just now we are discussing about the thing, right? So the 40% questions will come from that. So make sure you are thorough with your resume, the pointers which you mentioned in the resume. You should be able to explain, you should be able to justify, you should be able to set the context to the panelists during the interview that yes, this is what I worked upon it. This is what the overall project, out of which this is what my contribution. This is how I worked together with the team, and this is what we achieved or accomplished. So you need to come up with a case study in the form of a storytelling to explain your project in the interview. Right? Very good. So, what is that the 40% which I'm talking about, like from the job description? Let's suppose the job description mentions about like you need to have a Java experience, or we need to be from this background, we need to be aware of these concepts or the terminologies or anything like that. I might be from .NET, but I am matching with all the other aspects. I can still go ahead and apply. Right? But if it is like it is talking about like entirely a mechanical role, I don't have any of matching, so I can't just go and apply just like that, just because I'm also a fresher, just because I have a couple of pointers. No, see what is that the matching percentage, how you want to go ahead and apply, how you want to go ahead and consider that. Right? You're good. So, example, like when I worked on that, like as a fresher, I had gone through the Java training. I did my MSc project also in Java implementation, everything. But then the job I got is not as a Java developer. I got as a Java, automation tester. Not as a developer, but I got as a tester. Still, it is relevant because the automation, the functionality, the concepts, the terminology, the project implementation, what it is, instead of for development, I use the same for my automation testing. Right? The same logic, same concept, instead of doing for the development, I use it for the testing perspective. It's not functional testing, it's automation testing. So that's how, even though it is not relevant to the what my role I'm expecting or I'm applying for, I opted for the role which is relevant or 70 to 80% of match from my context or my perspective. Right? We are good till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now let's go ahead. Yes. This is the most common question we get. Right? I don't want to go into technical questions or anything, because you might be the best ones to answer that. Instead, like I will try to take care of these generic common questions. So who would like to go ahead with this? Tell me about yourself. This is a question we get. This might be your first question in the interview, even before starting with any technical question, right? So whoever wants to give a try, go ahead. Then I will share my pointers. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, I am Swapnil Kundu. I have done my BTech from Kazi Nazrul University, Asansol, and I graduated in 2025. Apart from my education, I did made my 3 personal projects. One is of a e-com platform, and where I have used many more things like Cloudinary for scalability and Monstack mainly. The second project is of ChessMate. It's made up of chess.js and and normal JavaScript, and it's also Socket.io, and it's also a Monstack. And my third project is of কি জানো ছিল? One minute. Real-time location tracking and routing system. It's only made up of Leaflet.js and JavaScript. Apart from my personal project, I have also worked in Hosla Foundation, where I built the backend, made the backend scalable by modularizing it with separating it with based of functions for each folder. For example, by taking that custom custom error classes, another YouTube section where I kept all the utility files, a global error handler, which made the latter fellow developers to develop in the same project, and it's much more easier for them to develop there, and it's much more easier to scale. And here's the I'm applying here to explore much more opportunities and much more challenges so that I can grow myself in new environment and be a good in professional field.
Mhm, mhm. So, okay, can you add a little bit more about like the real-time tracking project you worked upon, Swapnil?
Hmm?
Can you add a little bit? Can you explain what is the project of real-time tracking?
In the real-time location tracking and routing system, I have used the Socket.io and and the JavaScript. Where Socket.io, JavaScript, and Leaflet.js. In the Leaflet is the open source. Okay, uh, and with the help of a Leaflet, we used to take a map of the world in the front end, and with the help of Windows of the browser, we used to access the geolocation section, and with the help of with that we take the latitude and longitude, and with the help of the leaflet.js we used to mark exact marker,
Mhm,
and exact marker, and after 1 or 2 seconds we used to expire that and again take
mhm,
from the browser, and just by taking the latitude longitude we used to broadcast to every user.
mhm,
And there is another part, that's real-time location routing system. It's also a leaflet routing machine where you used to take the targeted username, and with the help of that we used to pass the current user, means my user latitude longitude, and the target user latitude longitude to the routing machine
mhm,
of leaflet. Then
mhm,
the shortest route is been shown.
mhm. Okay. So, how is it helping the users by doing this real-time
It's
location
a
tracking?
micro project, and it can be it has been integrated to many apps in real life also, like Swiggy, Zomato,
Mhm,
many tracking system or delivery tracking system. It's been used. It's a micro project and can be integrated to any of the services.
mhm, mhm. Okay.
Mm.
So now coming to the Hosla code modularization, which you worked
Uh,
upon, right? So you mentioned that the code optimization helped the next developers use
uh,
maintain the code, right? So
mm.
uh, what is the benefit of you doing that?
There is a lot of benefit. Means
Mhm, mhm,
if I write in a single page all the routes, controllers, all the custom API, all the global error handler, all the classes in every one single page, how much difficult it would be to find or to access per section in that whole page.
mhm,
Whether if I do modularization, I can just see the file with the relevant name. I can just see that file's name and can just guess it that what can be there.
mhm, mhm,
Much more easier for a newcomer to go and see the section each by each. It helps to segregate,
mhm,
and the segregation helps to save much more time. There is another concept that what I will say, that marking with the marking, no, that we have to give the which this code section is doing what, that marking.
mhm,
I
mhm,
guess you understood what I'm saying, that green color marking.
mhm,
That's one also helps.
mhm,
Modularizing code makes much more easier and scalable. Because
mhm,
when the code, the files grows up, maintaining it in a single file is a havoc, mm, problematic.
mhm, mhm. Okay. Okay. So I'm going before slide. Now you got how the discussions happen. We started with the generic question of tell me about yourself. Then from the pointers what Swapnil mentioned, I as a panelist started asking questions on his projects, what he worked upon, what is it he mentioned either in the resume he has experience on. Right. So that's how the questions, the flow will go. And again, let's suppose I'm working like as a competitor to Google Maps, for example. So I might be focusing more on that real-time tracking than the code modularization, because that is what my area of interest, or that is what my expectation, my perspective. And that's the reason I started with that question. Right. So it's not what we are good at. It's about like what the company or what the panelists are expecting or looking for. They might be asking questions more on that. Right? Got it? So Swapnil, coming back to you, when I asked about the question, right? So you mentioned there are a lot of benefits for the modularization, right? Instead, like we can just fine tune the answer a little bit, like a story, right? So you can mention that before I started working on this modularization, it used to be a lot of challenges to handle the code. Once we started doing the modularization, we spent maybe 1 week or 2 weeks of time to understand, analyze how we can do the code modularization. And then once we started doing it, then Srijita joined us, and then Bindiya started working with us. So both of them as a new team members, they started finding it easy to even take the modularized code and continue working on that. Right, and we can mention that doing this helped us scale the code and expand it to maybe the 2 services or 3 locations, whatever it is, within maybe 10 days of time, or whatever it is. Just give some example, like before modularization versus after modularization. Right?
Like
So that way,
storytelling.
yes, exactly. Right? So the concept is same. The implementation is same, but the way you are adding the pointers. Right? So I mean, this is the technique I follow, right? Like many of the interviews, there might be 2 to 3 panelists, right? So then I will take those 3 panelists' names as like a team. Hey, let's suppose 4 of us are working together, right? So that way, like we are making them also involved in the discussion, and they also might focus on what you're telling, because I will say, hey, Srijita started working with us and India joined 1 week later. So the moment we take their names, they will start getting involved. They will start focused more. Otherwise, virtual interviews, they will be busy doing their own things. They'll say, okay, let Swapnil complete his answer, then I will bring my answer. Instead, now we are making them involved and listen to us attentively, and the next question they will ask will be based upon the answer we give, not some random question.
So making them much more familiar to us.
Yes. Right?
What is
We are good? Yes. Next one. Who would like to go ahead with this? What are your strengths? These are all most common questions. Even we get this thing. Yes, Sujal.
Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. It is a great discussion happening. So,
yes,
first
please.
of all, if the interview asks me what are my strengths and I'll first answer it with what I have done and how it impacted the project, like in a way that like you described, that how it improved the scalability and how it impacted the end user, and in that process what things that I optimized much, like if we used we have an option to go with a PHP and MySQL tech stack. So for a project, if that project we need to work upon and need to also maintain it, so we can choose optimize it, like choosing PHP and MySQL, or going with MERN stack, or choosing the database in different type. So that is the thing I think we can say in the interview. And apart from that, our team, like our collaborative mindset and what we did in the team and how we actually cooperated with our team members, that we can mention. And apart from that, like if we have any other hobbies, how we migrated those skills into our like tech stack, what we are working in that field. And apart from that, we will first have to go through the company's job description, what they expect from us. According to that, we can answer this question also.
Yes. So definitely, right? So they will be mentioning some keywords like should be a quick learner, should be a team player, should be collaborative, should be attentive, or like a few key specific keywords. So if we can frame our answer covering those terminologies and with pointers, like let's suppose I like traveling a lot. Of course, it's a hobby, but like what I can mention is like, hey, as part of my passion, I love traveling. So when I was traveling, I will focus on how the different cultures, different things work together, or how we can expand, or we can focus on what is the different context, different perspectives, or bring in my the team building, team context sort of thing, right? So like the passion and profession we can bring together, and we can build, and we can showcase, we can highlight that. And the same way, like as you mentioned, right? So we can take up the keywords from the job description or from the role expectations, and we can map that to the answers which we are giving. And rather than again just giving a statement, if we can bring in some scenario sort of thing, right? So I'll say, hey, I'm a very good team player. Okay, so how do I get to know? Right? So we need to bring in a quick story related to that. What is where you are showcasing your strength as a team player, or where you say showcase that you are a quick learner. Right? So we need to start bringing a scenario related to that. Let's suppose for a team player, we can definitely there might be some issue might have happened within your project or within your team or within a Hosla experience. Right? You can just quickly bring up that, and we can mention this is what we as a team discussed. We as a team worked together, and we came out of that situation like that. Right? Or quick learner. Another simple best way is like every company has 2 to 3 rounds. Right? If the question is coming in the second round, the third round, as a manager round or HR round, right? We can mention it. This is what my strength, and as a quick learner, I observed that this is what the company is expecting for this role during round 1. So I learned that concept. I was prepared for that now. Right? So let's suppose first round and second round is happening in a gap of 1 week. So you can mention what is that you learned within that 1 week related to that concept. You won't become expert. You won't become expert for sure, but we can start showcasing, hey, this is what I learned, or this is what I understood, this specific strength, or this specific technology or terminology or context is important, relevant to the role. So I started learning, I started working on it, and this is what I learned within this week's time. Right? So anything and everything, we should be showcasing that, yes, that is relevant to the company or to the role. And again, it should not be fictitious. It should be like realistic, right? Because we're not just doing just for that. Once, let's suppose we get selected, we should be working with them. For example, I'm just giving an example. Let's suppose I have very vast experience on Java. So let's suppose the role expects .NET or some other technology. Right? During the interview, just for namesake, I might mention, hey, I learned .NET. I'm now comfortable working on that .NET project. Let's suppose they say, hey, you are selected. You can start from Monday. Monday, we might complete the onboarding. Tuesday, they might say, hey, Satish, you mentioned you are good at .NET. Start working on this module. Then we can't say, hey, I don't know. Right? So we can't go back. So tell only whatever is realistic, whatever you are comfortable with, any point of time, any question, anything, any role as such. Okay? Yeah, Shubham, you had a question?
Yes, sir. Sir, I just want to ask if you use too many technological or terminological word, like apart from saying I'm a team player, rather than saying that I'm a synergy partner, or
Mhm.
like some kind of this word. In many times we have said that in an interview. Does it look like we are making about a mug of things, or
Sort of.
do they think us about we are actually a very capable person, know this type of terminological word, or does they think about we have just learned or mug up this thing and we are saying up to them only? Does it look like a strength or a weakness?
That sort of looks like a weakness. Reason, this is not a technical question. See, for the technical question, they expect technical answer, right? And
Yes, sir.
uh, this, what are your strength, what is your weakness, might be coming towards almost like towards end of the interview, right? The interview starts with tell me about yourself, or give you a quick introduction about yourself. Then, what is your strength, what is your weakness, might be coming towards end of the interview. By then, you might have covered all these technical experience, your project explanation and everything. So then if you again start bringing the same technical terminology, right, it might become like a repetition, or it might become like not bringing relevant context.
Okay, sir.
Does it answer your question, Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then the same way, what's your weakness? Right. Strengths is easy to answer. What's your weakness? Yes, Shubham, go ahead.
So, if somebody asks me what's my weakness, I could say that impulsive by nature. I'm too much impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
I like to take risk. Rather than
Okay.
staying back, I like to take risk. If
Mm-hmm.
it's failed, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I can learn from it. I can
Okay.
frame it in a better way during my interview.
Mm.
Like I'm talking about the weakness, but I will also say about how I will make it a change and making it my weapon too.
Exactly. Right. So, as you mentioned, right, like you know that that is your weakness, and you want to make use of it to help you or your role. So you need to showcase in that way. Right? We should never say I don't have any weakness or I am good at everything. No, there'll be many. Each of us have our own strength as well as our own weakness. So the way we project, the way we highlight is what it should be. Right? Again, if the uh, main expectation of the role we showcase as a weakness, that's a red flag, right? What does it mean? Let's suppose the role expects we to be a team player. If we say, hey, I want to work independent, I don't want to mingle with the team, that's it, right?
Sir, can we say?
Yes,
We
yes,
can
Swapnil, go ahead.
Sir, we can say that I don't know everything, but I can take the charge to find out by myself and execute it as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
Maybe I am not perfect in everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I know how to do research on it and how to learn it and execute it much more fast than others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So give an example for that.
Hmm?
Give an example
So
for that. For
I will
example,
give.
I'm just telling, right? So, for
Okay.
example, like when I joined Hosla, I'm good at these things, but I never have experience working on these things. So I had to learn So which I started working on it, and within a week's time, I learned it and I got implemented. So give an example, give a reference of how you, same thing for strength or same thing for weakness or anything else, right? Give some relevance to that. Just don't give a statement. Like as Shubham mentioned, right? He mentioned that he's impulsive, but he started working on it. So then I might get worried. Okay, what if Shubham becomes impulse with the team? How do the team handle it? How do Shubham handle if I get frustrated as a manager and I'll say, Shubham, what is this going on? You don't even know these. You're unable to complete the timelines and everything. So I might start thinking, okay, do we need to even do I need to be careful? Right? So a lot of such things will go from the panelist perspective. So make sure you balance it out. Okay? Yes. Why should we hire you? I have 100 applications. I have one single person. So why should we hire you?
That's my first point on this.
Yeah. So
I may not be perfect in every. Okay, sir. You say.
yeah. Let me add first from my side. See, this again might be coming towards the last of the interview. I might be already done with all the questions. So that's when this question might come. Why should we hire you? Right. So remember, the first question is about tell me about yourself. We already added all masala, everything, the case studies, stories, everything into that. Then we had gone through 30-40 minutes of technical thing. We used all the jargons and everything. Then I asked about your strength, weakness, everything. Now, after 45-50 minutes, I'm asking this question. Why should we hire you? Right? So the pointers which you already mentioned, never repeat it. Right? So you already mentioned, that's what my point is to you, Swapnil. So I just now asked about that. What's your weakness? You mentioned that answer. Immediately my question is like, okay, now why should we hire you? If you're giving me the same answer, right? You're getting the point. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's repeating the same thing again and again, like how we typically do in our BTech, right? So the question, what are the question? We'll give the same answer, whatever we know most of the time. So that should not be the case. So think in that case, like these three questions came continuously, one after one. What's your strength? What's your weakness? Why should we hire you? Right? So then think in such a way that what else we can add along with what the panelist already asked or what you already mentioned, what you already covered, included. Try to see if we can add some additional things. And add that. So just to simplify, I can mention, if I'm Swapnil, I can mention Satish, along with my vast experience of working on this real-time tracking system, code modularization with Hosla and all these projects, I'm focused on getting these XYZ done. I'm good at 1, 2, 3. I'm a really good team player, which showcased in my BTech project implementation. So try to bring in the pointers which either you haven't mentioned or you haven't highlighted, you haven't focused on till now. So that like you are giving some additional inputs, additional information, additional pointers to the panelists. Right? Swapnil, now you want to add any pointer?
Now, I always do take the ownership of my work. I do implement the things which is not. I don't know that thing now, but I do research and do implement it Due to for this reason also, I did get the recommendation from my co-workers and my founders.
Mhm.
I do love to take challenges and execute it. I do also give my suggestions regarding the product and what betterment can be done.
Mhm.
And with the conversation with the team, we come with a one single answer, or one single or two answer that is best for our product, and we execute it with the team.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Shubham, you want to add your thoughts?
Yes, sir. So, like what I've said about my weaknesses, that I'm impulsive. I like to take risks. If I'm giving an interview to a startup company, I could say that this company has taking a risk while performing in their job. I also like to take risks and give my 100%. Rather than giving my 60%, I like to give my 100%. Apart from thinking of the failure, I would rather give my 100% and see what's happened. I could
Mhm.
adapt during my speech or during my the interview.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now, both of you heard each other, right? Swapnil and Shubham. What do you think about others' answer? If you're the panelist, if you're the one who asked this question, are you happy? Are you not happy? Are you okay with the what each of you answered? Srijita, what do you think?
I love both of them's answer.
Okay. So, what you want to add? Your pointers, your thoughts. How do you want to answer this question?
Till now, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay then. Yes. Very good. Okay. Yes. The next one. Where do you want to see yourself in next 5 years? I give my own way of answer for this. I will add from my side later, but I want to hear from you first. Who would like to go?
So can I?
Yes. Yes.
Um, in next 5 years, I currently I'm in a monster. I just go more in the. I may jump in the DevOps part
Mhm.
more do deep dive, learn how to scale, how to do more. I would rather like to get mentored, get good connections, good relations with my seniors and with my co-founders, with my technical lead, uh,
Mhm.
to grow more as a grow more as a professional developer, learn more about my field, and showcase and write my all my journeys and all my
Mhm.
learnings in LinkedIn or Hashnote. I have also thought of starting my YouTube channel, uh,
Mhm.
learning the students of how to do this and how to come up with the problem with a good solution,
Mhm.
helping others,
Mhm.
giving a giving contributing, adding a value to others, to my to my colleague, to my founder, to everyone, uh, without any means. I guess that contributing, adding value to their life is the genuine connection.
Mhm.
I do feel like that with the career also the connection matters a lot.
Mhm.
With the connection, this make more connected to the team, more connected to the person with whom we are working. I guess that gives much more better productivity.
Mhm. Mhm.
After next 5 years, I see myself to grow more as a professional individual in engineering field. Have
Mhm.
a great mentor, have a great founder and great connections
Mhm.
with whom I can add value, and adding the value, and after getting a little bit of word that your work is great,
Mhm.
that can make a day. I do feel like, and mentoring my juniors to how to tackle the problem, how they can approach it, everything.
Okay. Yes. Shubham, you want to add?
Sir, I just wanna put my point by seeing me right now. I don't want to say about the MNC part because just I want to see myself becoming an astrophysicist or an astronomer in the next 5 years, working in an Indian Space Research Organization, because I have a keen interest. I will say a huge interest over the space and the space technology. I'm just giving my exam also ISRO. I will take some in the next 2 years. I will give my internship to in the Indian Space Research Organization, or I will say DRDO person too. I want to say that the space is my life.
Definitely. Wow, excellent. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Right. Yeah, Bindiya, you want to share your thoughts?
So for the question,
Yes.
so I'm currently in second year doing BA psychology. I think I'll pursue MBA and will go to the management field and maybe, if possible, land a good job and take MNC. Yeah, that's very fine.
Sure thing. Thank you. Thanks for adding. So, for this question, we need to maintain a little bit of balance of both professional as well as personal. Right. So, each of you answered in your own way. Yes, and there is no one single right answer because it is about yourself. Right. So, no one has a right to say yes. Why are you going in this way? I can't say that, Shubham. Why are you targeting? Why are you aiming for that ISRO or this thing space? I can't as a panelist or as a hiring manager, right? It is up to you. But you need to, when we are answering anyone to that matter, when we are answering that question, we need to first half, let's focus on how we want to grow in that company within the next 3 to 5 years. Then we can add our personal friend. Both the things you need to, right? Just don't stick to say that, hey, I want to become like a team lead or I want to become this within this organization. No, it is like too much of buttering. No, not required, right? Yes, whatever you want to be true to yourself. Yes, try to mention that in the professional friend perspective. Then you need to add the personal friend. Along with this, like as Swapnil and Shubham mentioned, right? Along with this, I would like to give back to the community, like Swapnil's perspective, right? So, like how I can help my colleagues or my co-founders to help with their implementation as such. And to Shubham's point, like how I am targeting to become a space expert. So this is what my journey, this is what my path is looking like for the next 5 years. Same way for Bindiya, she can mention this. Along with continuing this role, I would like to complete my MBA in so-and-so specialization, and then I would like to target to join a management role. Okay. Maintain the balance of both professional as well as personal friend in this context. Right? Yeah, good. Yes. So,
Sir,
yes.
What
yes,
have you said in your interview? You have also answered this question, right?
Yes.
We just want to hear.
Okay. My answer will be like a little bit what do you say, controversial or like on a lighter note, because like I don't recommend answering in that way, but just for yourself I'm telling. So I mentioned, hey, we never expected during 2020 that we'll work from home. The COVID happens and things happen. After 5 years, we are here right now. So how can you expect me to analyze or assume where will I be in the next 5 years? Right. So that's in one of the interview I gave this an answer, but then I realized that's not how I should answer. how much you are frustrated or irritated, we should not mention in that way. That's why I mentioned I will answer in the end to this question. But yes, the focus should be of maintaining professional and personal aspects.
Sir, does it benefit you while giving
Yes.
that interview? So does it benefit you?
No. Because I told, right, I already got frustrated the way the interview went, and even the panelists are frustrated. They just want to ask some random questions. So from the half the interview, I realized, even they realized it is not working out then, but still, because they have the schedule time, they have to go through it. Because I know that it is not anyways working out, I answered in that way. But better not to, because that showed me my weakness. I got frustrated during that moment. Right?
So, sir, we can tell it where we assume, like, we think that things are not working out.
Yes, we can. See, if I say what is my strength for the question, if I say I'm very calm, composed individual, but then in the next question I am showing my frustration, that shows that imbalance, right? We are telling one thing, but we are showcasing something else. Which is also the deciding factor. Not just the theoretical answers, not just the technical questions, not just the way we presented ourselves. That alone is not the deciding factor. The answers for these questions also might be deciding factor sometimes. And there is no right or wrong answer for any of these. Right? See, the technical questions, yes, if we ask a plus b whole square, all of you will give the same formula. Right? But for these questions, each of you will give different answer. Right? What if like all of you got through for all the technical questions? I'm the panelist. So then I need to filter out, okay, so out of these 5, 6 folks or 10 folks, whom should I select? They're all really good in technical. So whom should I select? That's when these questions will start making the difference. Okay? There is no one single answer. Right? All 10 of you won't give the same answer for these. Right? Because you're bringing your own personal thing. Right? You good?
Sir,
Yes.
I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
Can we, after this presentation, I will ask that question, okay? I
Sure.
have 2 questions.
Mhm. Yes. I'm done.
Okay.
Right.
Can I
Yes.
ask my
So,
question
yeah.
then? Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, I will stop sharing. Where is that stop share?
Honestly speaking, it's been a few months. I have been contributing to Hosla Foundation. After that, Hosla means previously before the Hosla, I don't get that much of confidence in backend development everything. After Hosla, I have entered. I developed the backend. From that I did gain very much of confidence. The main thing is that I don't know that much of DSA. I know, okay, but not that expert level, FANG level DSA expert. I am not. But I am very much confident enough in backend. I am really passionate about it. The backend work. At the time of job, means little bit I am now juggling about the contributing to Hosla and job apply and also upskilling myself to React. Okay. When I was applying, I was saying that most of the time I am getting rejected. Okay. In the LinkedIn easy apply. LinkedIn easy apply, I'm getting rejected. So I started engaging with the founder from the Y Combinator, from the Crunchbase, everything, put in the Excel sheet, put up their social links, try to engaging with their post, everything. But if there any, it takes time. Yes, I do get a good response from them. They are engaging back with me. They are properly talking with me. I do get. But is there any good case, because I'm a good efficient way, because there are because it's only been 3 months I've been passed out from the BTech, and in our college no one got placed because no on campus has been there. I'm targeting for the startup.
Mhm.
Can you give any tips that how can I go approach or what can sometimes it's mentally so much draining for me because
Mm.
first I'm learning React for most of the time they are giving heavy assignment.
Mm.
Means literally
Mm.
one of that AI planet is from well found. He
Mm.
told to make a full stack project. Okay,
Mm.
in that may take 1 week of time. They
Mm.
gave me 2 to 3 days. Full
Yes.
stack project, two to
Mm.
three days.
Mm. Mm.
Another gave me only 15 hours of time to make a full React,
Mm.
personally React. So I'm learning React. I'm upscaling for that React. Okay,
Mm.
and I hope for within 7 days. I gave me time of 7 days. I will master React in 7 days.
Mm.
Just learning everything in 2x speed and making the projects. Uh,
Mm. Mm.
the thing is that sometimes this rejection, okay, brings so much of faith. Means I feel like I'm always late. I
Mm.
don't know that much.
Mm.
Everyone is knowing very much more than me. I
Mm.
don't know.
Mm. Mm.
Sometimes I don't even get any response that why I'm rejected. Means I got 2 interview call within 20 days. 4 interview call. One from founder. He asked my resume, but it's a preferred investment they have too. So they're first hiring the founding manager. So it's in hold.
Mhm.
Second, one had I rejected because it's of AI Planet that it told me to do in 3 days, but I haven't worked in Python and it's a
Mm.
full stack project that take 1 week. They are telling me to do in 2 days. This
Mm.
one and two had just contacted me. They asked my details. They told me that they will let me know after 1 week. They haven't contacted me yet, but when I contacted them back, they already told the position has been filled by another. So I get frustrated. But if they are filling the position with someone else, so why they are calling me and they're saying that you have been shortlisted and we'll take your interview?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Is there any
Yes.
better way or better? How can I do? Means I do feel like that very. It's like imposter syndrome. It means training me internally because
Mm.
I cannot also contribute to hustle that full focus. Okay, and I am learning plus engaging with the founder is all take too much of time and after many days I do feel like burned out.
Mm.
I really
Mm.
feel burned out. There is a mental pressure of me because there are many upper family little bit pressure is there. I cannot share it for now, but that is a huge pressure for me.
Mm.
I
Mm. Mm.
do feel like that if there are any guidance, I haven't any senior in my college that I can give to my they're my portfolio. I develop my portfolio also, showing my all
Mhm.
my deployed projects. I don't have any senior to show my portfolio and GitHub the what's wrong with it. Okay,
Mm.
most of the
Mm.
LinkedIn when I message, the LinkedIn asks for the charts and money that give buy the premium and all. But I don't have the
Mm.
money that much.
Mm.
After
Mm.
that, I
Mm.
most of them don't reply. I do feel like that there should be a guidance. After this meeting, I do feel like that everyone person say no that you should find thing that how can you add a value to someone without saying about what you get from it.
Mm.
I do
Exactly.
now. I do feel like that contributing to Hosla really worth. Because I do feel like that I have a good relation with the Sandunu sir. I do feel like that connection matters the most. I do.
Mm.
For even
Exactly.
also I'm in the meeting and I am talking with you. I do feel. So,
Yeah.
do you have any perspective regarding that? How should I take that job search one or like that?
Yes. See, job search could be energy draining for any of us, including me as an experienced associate also, not just for college freshers, college pass outs, right? So it might be energy draining, it might be frustrating, it might be things that I can totally understand, totally correlate that. So um, first thing, stay calm. That's what I will say. Right? Don't get stressed. Don't get go through imposter syndrome. I know. I can totally understand that. Been there, done that. Even now, we are going through that situation. Right? So focus on what is it you are good at. What is it your strength? What is that you want to highlight? Right? You already built the portfolio, which is really good thing, right? So start posting, start showcasing your work on LinkedIn.
Sir, I do.
You do?
I
Okay.
also written hash note blogs.
Mhm.
I do engage with founder in Twitter. I do also get a good engagement back with the founder. But
Mhm.
it means I am feeling my rest because everyone giving pressure that much in my mind. No, that it's been 20 days. I got 20 founders.
Mhm.
Okay, I know it's about about 20 founders I did get. Within that, uh, 18 to 17 founder engage back with me properly.
Mhm.
They do go to my profile, do like my post.
Mhm.
I did talk with them with my comment. They engage back with my comment.
Mhm.
Okay, everything I did, but
Mhm.
I get that I feel no everything. Everyone think that it's from 3 or 4 tier college. He can't do anything.
Mm.
What the shit? What she going to do?
No
My
need
mother
to.
is
No
also
need.
saying that when you will get a job, but it's
Yes. Yes.
huge
Mm.
pressure.
See, not everyone is have that opportunity to study through tier one colleges, right? So a lot of us, including me, right? So we are not from the tier one or top tier colleges or anything, or not like IITs, IIMs, or sort of thing. Like still, we. So now coming back to your thing, you are telling that the founders are engaging with your posts, they're liking, they're connecting through your content, but it's not taking it further, right? When you apply for a job or when you are reaching out to them, it is not materializing, right? Am I correct?
No.
Hmm.
I haven't told that much. I have done
Okay.
many cold emails. Okay,
Mhm.
not I have got any response. Now I
Cold
started
emails will not.
automating.
Cold
And
emails
now I
will not.
started automating the cold emails. Okay, I started automating that, putting a link, that one thing that who has opened the mail or not, that also I can track, and how to
Mhm.
I can automate it. That's
Hmm.
also I have done. After
Hmm.
that, I thought that I haven't got, it's not working. That I started engaging. It's been 15 days. I
Mhm.
haven't asked them that to give me a job. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I did tell 2 person. They also told give me positive reply.
Hmm.
One person told me that okay, give me resume. They are now hiring for the founding team, founding members,
Hmm.
senior
Hmm. Hmm.
members. They
Hmm.
haven't gone for the junior, but they just asked me for my resume. They
Hmm.
DM me in my Twitter and just asked me for my resume. I
Hmm.
gave them. I hope so they will, but I don't know. I haven't expected anything.
Hmm.
Another one there that I used to genuinely comment there. I used
Hmm.
to give there some suggestion that I do feel about
Hmm.
the there's a name called prompt grid. Okay,
Mhm.
I
Hmm.
do feel like that that founder. I told that you should post more about the your product. I
Hmm.
packaging it because most of the strong product needs a strong packaging also. That also I have kept.
Exactly. Hmm.
I told him to start from to see for the indie hackers
Hmm.
product hunt. To I
Hmm.
can get the advice. I also told that I can also contribute to your team. Also, then she told that looking forward
Hmm.
when the will come, then she will let me know.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
And rest, I haven't asked. I'm actively engaging with them after few days when they are really familiar with my name.
Hmm.
Then I will ask. Because I'm regularly posting with my in LinkedIn weekly
Yes.
once
Yes.
or twice.
Yes. Yes. So we can connect offline, Swapnil, and we can figure out how we can take it further. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I think this has to be done with the current job market, like how
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
current job
Even it
market
is
is
there,
going.
and there are a lot of changes. The expectations are coming up. So that what to say? That could be one of the challenge, one of the reason also.
If you open Reddit and go to the subreddits, you will find tons of such experiences that people face, even in good colleges like here in Jadavpur University and all.
Yes.
Sir, could
Yes.
you link your LinkedIn profile?
My LinkedIn profile. Yes. Sure. Where is that? Okay. Yeah. Bindiya, you raise your hand.
Yeah, sir. I think the time's been up for quite काफी time हो गया. again. So, if possible, can we connect later for to
Your voice
even
is
I
breaking.
had
I'm not sure it's
yeah.
for me or.
Okay, is it clear now, sir?
Yes, no, it is clear.
Okay, so yeah, the time's up. बहुत time
Hmm.
से ही, and can we have a second episode if you are available?
Sure thing.
As you can
We can do that.
Yeah, even I had a lot of questions, but we could not cover that.
Mhm, mhm.
So
So,
yeah,
Sir, one thing I will add.
yes,
Thank
please.
you very much for coming in the session. I'm literally blessed to. I'm telling from my mind. I literally feel like that. Contributing to Hosla to making a good connection with Shantanu sir. Yeah, it do give me that's universe. No, do contribute to something fearlessly. Will get something back. I do feel like that. The guidance that today I get is literally precious for me. Thank you.
Definitely. Like me and Shantanu, we worked when I guess 2013. No, it is 2025. Right. See, after 12 years, we are connected. But like, yes, see, after 12 years again, we are coming back. The world is so small. We are doing a session for Hosla. I am working. I mean, connected with Shantanu from the time he has this thought of launching Hosla is there, but even I never got a chance to do a session with him or through Hosla. So yes, the good deeds will come back for sure, Swapnin. Yes. So keep up the good work. Be positive.
Sir,
Make
if you
sure
don't
we'll get it
mind,
done.
sir, if you don't mind, can we connect in offline in
Outline,
time?
in time, outline, no. I'm not so used to those. So maybe you can connect on WhatsApp or LinkedIn. Yes.
Offline means
Offline,
what do you say?
offline. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I thought it is outline. I thought it is
No,
another tool.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Offline, yes, we can.
Uh, WhatsApp
Yeah.
or like that. If
Yes,
you
we can.
if you don't have any problem.
Yes, we can. Only thing is like that getting my time slot. That's it.
No,
Once
if
we have that common slot, yes, we can
don't
go ahead.
bother you that much, sir. I
Sure,
respect your time.
sure thing. Yeah, okay.
Thank you,
have
sir.
a question.
Satish, sorry,
So
I got dropped off. I asked Bindiya to update you. So I think we had a couple of set questions. I'll share those with you. We could not have it in a more structured way, maybe. So very soon we want to have another session with you, Satish.
Sure thing.
Considering the value add we are getting immensely for all of us, I think, right, Sujal? Yeah. Soon we will have one.
It was
Another one.
valuable for
Thank
all
you
of
to
us.
Shantanu sir also very much.
Definitely.
And
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Satish. I
to
think your dinner time got delayed today.
Thank you.
thank you,
Thanks
Satish
everyone.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care, Satish.
Thank you. All the very best.
I have sent you the LinkedIn connection, sir.
Sure thing.
It's Swapnanil Kundu.
Yes. I remember the name. Bye everyone. Good night.
Yeah, bye. Good night.
Thanks, sir. Hey, Sujal.